Have you seen that replay, buddy?
All right, man, I'm done talking to you.
You can't be done talking to me. You're right here facing me.
I back. Trust me, I back.
Damon! 60 G's, baby!
But I'm not impressed by your performance.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
I'm the man of the hour, Joe. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick. I'm the men's regret. And if you win against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet.
I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
What's happening, Fight We Show? Fast Fight We Show people, them salute to every single one of you that's back here again. I had a mare with the technical difficulties because I'm a fucking dinosaur. That's right. Yeah, I'm a fucking dinosaur, man. I don't know how to work these things, man. And yeah, if I ain't getting my hands held while I'm doing this stuff, yeah, I struggle with it. But big up to Leroy. Leroy's done the Leroy's done the Lord's work in the back, and yeah, he's put the things I was having difficulties with before earlier on. He's put it on for us. So I am just gonna go ahead and shoot the shit with you guys. So please, if you're back and with us right now, make sure you're hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and please salute to every single one of you that's come back to join me tonight. I was supposed to do this at 9 o'clock, come straight in from work, and I just couldn't get the slides up on the screen, man. And yeah, I tried, but I just couldn't do it. So without further ado, big up to every single one of you. Like I said, let's get on to the very first fight on the card. Okay, we have Stewart Nicoll versus Jesus Aguilar. People, if you like want to call it Jesus, you call it Jesus Aguilar. Jesus coming in with a record of 10-2, and we got Stewart Nicoll coming in with a record of 8-0. Stewart Nicoll fighting out of Australia, and we got Jesus Aguilar coming with a record of 10-2, and he's fighting out of Mexico. The odds on these guys are 4-9 and 15-8 for Jesus Aguilar, which makes Jesus Aguilar the underdog here. But from all accounts and what we can see, we've heard some fantastic stuff about Stewart Nicoll. If you look into his work, a lot of finishes on his work right there. Coming off a win against Scott Cleaver, but this aren't like known promotions, so this is going to be his debut. But he's very well thought of. But we Aguilar has been in the UFC for a minute, you know what I mean. Got in his last fight, got a win against Mateusz Penduka. It's a split decision, and of course won against Shannon Ross with a KO on the overhand right. So the thing with this is how much stock is on Stewart Nicoll. You know what I mean? The amount of stock that's on Stewart Nicoll, and you just got to look at him and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to give this brother a chance. I'm going to give him a chance. He's going to be my first pick of the evening. I'm going to be going with him. And right now I'm waiting on Kick Him in the Head. Kick Him in the Head is likely to join us. His computer has just reset on him. Another technical difficulty galore tonight. But yeah, he did say he's going to be joining us. I've messaged Cage Scribe to see if he's going to join us as well. Whether he does or not, we'll find out, because he's definitely got something going on at home. Big up my bro, Magdane is not able to join us tonight. And Leroy doing the Lord's work in the back, man. Salute to every single one of you. And you know what? Fuck William, man. How about that? Yeah, I swear. Fuck William. Okay. Let's go on to the next fight on the card. Next fight on the card. Oh, yeah. Let me check what people are saying in the chat. Big up yourself, Osterberry. Salute to you, Osterberry, my bro. Big up yourself, man. Big love. Yeah, attempt 2. Yeah, it's the second attempt, man. You know what I mean? Before we give it another shout, give it another try. And here we are. Yeah, man. We here, man. We here. Okay, well, it did happen. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna be going with Steve Nicoll on the first one, and we got the next fight on the docket. Let me just pull it up. Bear with me, people. Don't forget, I'm I'm on some old legs right now, man. So bear with me. Okay, the next one here is Tom Nolan versus Alex Reyes. Tom Nolan coming in with a record of 7-1. Alex Reyes coming in with a record of 13-4. Reyes fighting out of America, and we got Tom Nolan, another local resident of the Down Unders. You man know how much I love the Down Under. You man know how much I love Australia. I love all them dingoes down there, all them kangaroos, all the jacks. They're doing their thing, you know what I mean? So big up to all of them creatures that's roaming around over there in Australia right now, man. So, and I know them, man, this Australian man that's on the card, they are gonna do the business. I'm telling you, man, I have faith in these Australians tonight, man. You know what I mean? Because if I pick against any Australian, I'll be getting messages from Leroy telling me I'm dead to him. You know what I mean? So we got Tom Nolan here, 7-1, and the live odds, all the odds right now that we got in front of us is 1-12 to Nolan, 7-1 to Alex Reyes, which is crazy. I mean, this is crazy odds. I mean, this type of odds is not even allowing you to look at Reyes and see if you can put some money on him. But when you look at the reach is identical. The height, Tom Nolan's got more height than him. You know what I mean? So, and I believe when you look at Tom Nolan's striking, his striking is phenomenal. He's got phenomenal striking, and you know, getting a win against Martinez, and he lost one to Mota, but this is going to be his third fight in the UFC, and you're expecting. Look, the lightweight division is probably one of the hardest division to compete in. I've been saying this for a long time. In my opinion, is one of the most difficult division to really work in. So, hey, it is what it is. But we are gonna go with Tom Nolan. I've already set my picks in, so I am gonna go with Tom Nolan. Osterberries. It says, Ola, I know you're riding with Izzy, but what do you think about him at the presser? Is he rattled? You don't know my story, Osterberries, man. Bro, you don't know my story, bro. And if you don't know my story, man, shut the fuck up. You don't know my story, bro. You know what I mean? You don't know my story, man. You don't know my story, man. You don't know my fucking story, bro. Me and my dad, we used to go and clean up the banks, man, while my mom's trying to do the nurse work, man. Bro, you don't know my story, man. Dricus, I don't care about your story. I do not care about your story. I don't care about your story. Where are all your servants? Are you flying them back to Nigeria? Bro, the press conference was crazy, man. The press conference was rough. It was rough for my boy Izzy. It was rough for my boy Izzy, man. You know what I mean? But we still gonna ride with Izzy. It was rough for my boy Izzy, man. You know what I mean? So he's just one of those, man. He's one of those. But you know what? Who knows what kind of performance, that emotional situation, you know, did to Izzy. Who knows? And joining me right now is my bro. Yao. Yes, Yao. What are you dabbing up, Yao? What are you
Salute,
dabbing up?
Fight
Did you
Big
just
Show
catch you
people.
dabbing up
Salute,
some
Ola.
shit over there? Yeah, but big up yourself,
No, no,
brother.
no,
Big
no.
up.
That was me eating an escargot from the French patisserie. Paul.
Yeah, bro.
My
I
network is
can't
going to
trust you
hell.
with
Oh my god.
I can't trust you with THC, bro. You know what I mean? Bro? So I just have to wonder what you was dabbing up, man. You know what I mean? So big up Rogue Strummer. Salute to you, Rogue Strummer. Big up yourself. Rogue Strummer says here, DDP out for them panties for them parties tomorrow night. Gotta tell you, yeah, it was. He put it on easy, man. He did put it on easy. You know what I mean? He stuck it on him. Give that man an Oscar. Oh, did I? Hey, hold on. Did I do it? Did I do it correctly? Yeah. Did you see my little easy impersonation? Did you see it?
No, I
You
didn't
don't
see
know
it.
my story, bro. You missed it.
Ah,
Anyways,
what's your story? Tell me about it.
yeah, no. Don't worry about my story, man. I don't. You shouldn't care about my story, bro. You should not care about my story. You know what I mean? But yeah, crazy one. Let me check out this. Rogue Strummer says Izzy was cool at the presser, and Dricus was just poised. That's what it looked like. That's kind of what it looked like. Dricus is just better than Izzy. It's a knockout, boys. The ref TKO referee stoppage. Wow. Y'all must have forgot. I swear to God, y'all must have forgot. That's all I'm saying. Y'all must have forgot. You know what I mean? It's the same kind of energy I see people putting towards Kamaru Usman. And I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, this man lost one fight that didn't go. He arguably could have won the second fight. And he lost to a Hail Mary. He lost to a Hail Mary in the last minute of a 5-round beatdown. And all of a
Look, the
sudden,
Usman,
the brothers washed. You know what I
the
mean?
Usman
Y'all
hate
must have
doesn't make
forgot.
any sense. The Usman hate doesn't make any sense. But the Izzy hate, let me not call it hate. And I'm not about to hate on the legend's name.
Bro,
But
you already did. You might as well stand on it. You already did, man. You might as well stand on it. You're in South Africa, man. Yeah. Say it with chest,
look,
bro. You know what I mean? You
don't
you
get me
already
wrong.
did, man.
I'm full DDP, but like Izzy said, just because I'm full DDP doesn't mean that there's any disrespect towards what Izzy's achieved in his career. But he came off being one of the most undefeated legendary fighters to go then one loss against Pereira, then a win, then a loss against Strickland. So then you're looking at 2-4 or 2-3. So you know what I mean? So from that perspective, yes. With Usman, he went up a weight class before he lost those fights. So you know it's a bit different, but you know MMA math, people always hate if you lose.
But and this is my question. That loss to Pereira, right? And I was saying it at the time. All right, lost to Strickland, right? But at the time that he lost to Strickland, even DDP, and I know he changed his tune the other day. But I know when that fight just happened, right? And I seen DDP in various press conferences telling everybody that went the right Easy. That went the correct Easy. On another day, Easy whoops Strickland, right? Obviously, it's now come out recently. I say, actually, you know what? I got that wrong then. I think this is the Strickland meant to beat him that night. Strickland is his kryptonite, this, that, and the other, right? I've heard him say two different versions there, right? And on top of that, I also say with Pereira, if they didn't fast track him because they just wanted him to see Easy, right? Pereira didn't go through the right channels to get to Easy. Do you think if he'd gone through the channels that Easy went through, he would have even got to Easy in the first place? I don't think so.
No, but this isn't boxing.
No. Hold on. So this is what I'm trying to say. They've gone and found somebody that knows Easy well from Glory, that's got wins over Easy to make a big fight, which is why he lost. But if Pereira had gone through the same route and for all the wrestlers that Easy's had to fight, the Vettoris, the Bronsons, all the wrestlers that Easy's had to fight, would they have even had a chance to get to the top to be able to see Easy? They fast-tracked him. He had 4 fights before he could see Easy. 4. So let's not, this is what I'm trying to say. People forgot the landscape and the semantics. You know what I mean? Everything that got Pereira there.
Look,
right? People
but
forgot
with
that.
what
Right?
Pereira's done from when he got there is what has made everyone say yes, fast tracked or not, fast tracked or not.
Fast track or not, yes. Look, I'm not taking anything away from Pereira's accomplishment. I'm just saying, if my man went through the same, so say like Leon Edwards now. I can't say that about Leon Edwards and Usman because Leon Edwards went through the mill. he had 11 wins in a row, 12 wins in a row, and they were still asking for title shot, and they weren't even looking at him. With him, I can kind of understand because he walked on coal. He walked on hot coal to get to Usman, so he deserved that Hail Mary. You know what I'm trying to say? Pereira was a fast track, bruv. You know what I mean? He got there, did the business. Izzy came back, did the business, right? Like, this is how much I'm fucking. Oh, I want Khalil Roundtree to smoke this motherfucker. Like, bro, I want Khalil
Wait, is
Roundtree.
that fight real though?
Yo, yeah, he is. He's on ESPN. That's where I saw it. Yeah, ESPN posted it. So,
Well,
I
look, that's another. It's not a fast track, but that's a very unexpected fight. If you look at where Roundtree's record is, not record, where he is on the roster,
bro,
and the fact that after the last fight, he was like,
but Roundtree was gonna fight. What's his name? The
not Rakic.
No. The champion before he got injured.
Prohaska, that's right.
No, not Prohaska.
Yuri?
Jamal Hill. Roundtree was gonna fight him. Right?
Yeah,
that was the
that's
fight
right.
that was gonna happen
before all the cancellations.
before,
That's right.
Right?
That's
But obviously the injury happened, and that's why that fight did not happen. You know what I mean? Roundtree was meant to face Jamal Hill. So that's basically what happened there. Thank you very much, making the work. Thank you, Antwin. I need a direct contact to you, brother. Right? Please, leave me a way where I can contact you directly, because I was trying to get hold of you in the middle of the week, man, and for some reason I just couldn't find you, bro. So please leave me a way where I can definitely reach you. Yeah, say that again.
Sorry about that, Ola. Is the Leech's fight off?
Oh, so that's why there's 11 fights. Because I was thinking, boy, there was 12. I counted them.
Thank you, Austin Breeze.
So that's why there's 11 now. Yeah, man. All right, big up for that, Austin. Salute to you. Thank you very much for that. All right, let's move on with the picks. Tom Nolan. I think I just done Tom Nolan. So yeah, I picked Tom Nolan on that one. All right, let's get to the next one. It should be
where's my card?
Song. Yeah, Kenan Song versus Ricky Glenn. Kenan Song is coming in with a record of 21-8. Ricky Glenn coming in with a record of 22-8 and two no contest. And these two are going to be fighting in the welterweight division. The odds for this makes Kenan Song the favorite at 4-7, and Ricky Glenn coming in as the underdog, was a live dog at 6-4. I look at this fight, man, and identical heights. Kenan Song has some reach on him. He had that reach on him, and so I mean, you tell me what you think about this bout in itself, because Kenan Song is a win one lose one type of guy, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but yeah, you tell me what you think about this bout in itself.
Before I jump into that, just shout out to Austin Breeze in the chat. Yes, I remember the suit. That suit was about to make that entire event, and then his fight got cancelled. We were also disappointed. So yes, once again, Austin Breeze, song by TKO. I agree. It might be, he might be on and off, but Kenan Song's a good fighter. One of those Chinese fighters that came in that did a lot of good work, but then kind of just dropped off. China's far, no excuses. But I think he might have the edge in this one against Ricky Glenn. So I'm also going song by TKO in this one in the first minute of the second.
I'm definitely going to be going with Song, but the thing with Song for me is when I look at the losses, especially that loss against Kevin Jusei just didn't do it for me, man. You know what I mean? I really thought it was really gonna get put some work on him on that one there, but that loss against Kevin Jusei didn't really sit well with me. But hopefully, you know what I mean, he can pull it back in this fight against Ricky Glenn, and we'll see a better Kenan Song in this fight right here. Okay. Man said Jusei he is, but that's why, bro. It's probably because of how petty I am, because I got long memory, man. I'm pretty sure I picked that song for that one there, but then it must have cost me something. You know what I mean? It's why I'm going back over it, man. It must have, it definitely cost me something, man. You know what I mean? It cost me a pretty penny. So yeah, I'm just being petty there. But hey, listen, I am I'm hoping Kenan Son can get it done in this bout. Okay, let's get to the next one here. Just gonna rifle for big up to everybody that's hitting the likes and the shares and everything else that makes the show roll forward. Big up on yourself. All right, we got Jack Jenkins versus Herbert Buns. Jack Jenkins coming in with a record of 12-3. Herbert coming in with a record of 11-5. Herbert Buns, we know his brother is Gilbert Buns. Fighting out of Brazil, Jack Jenkins, another one from the Dingo land over there in Australia. And the reach on Herbert is crazy at 188 over the reach of Jack Jenkins at 173. This is a mad one still. Jack Jenkins is definitely coming off a loss against Chepe Marisco. We see what Chepe Marisco did last week, even though he didn't make weight. It's a ball of energy. So I don't think it's a shame to, you know what I mean, to get a loss against Chepe Marisco. But please, yeah, you want to say something?
I've been a big fan of Jack Jenkins for a while. He's one of those Australian fighters that I like to hear is fighting, and every time he fights, he pulls something interesting out, even though he had lost last time. Now, you mentioned the reach there. If I look at Jenkins' fighting style, that sort of reach might get. Burns would have the reach on him, maybe keep him at distance, but as soon as there's any contact, as soon as there's any sort of close contact, I think an overhand right might be the fight-winning knockdown. Am I still here? Have I disappeared?
Yeah. You're here.
Can you hear
We can
me?
see you. We can hear you. We can see you and hear you. We can see you and hear you.
Oh, my network.
Oh yeah, his network is bugging out. Yeah. So right now, I am just gonna push forward as I said, and what Yao was just trying to say. You there, Yao? Can you hear us? Is Yao there? Can you hear me? Yeah, you're back. Yeah. So
I
you were
am back. I can
saying
hear you.
something about Herbert Burns and Jack Jenkins.
Yes, I think for me, Jenkins has the advantage as much as Burns has the reach advantage. When you're looking at close contact, when they engage, I think an overhand right does in Burns because of the reach advantage, because of thinking that he can keep Jenkins at reach with the reach.
Yeah, man.
Ola, you should remove me for a minute.
Yeah, man. Big up Rosie
I think
in the
take me off
house.
for a few minutes. My net.
Yeah. Big up Rosie in the house. Salute to Rosie. Big up Osterberries and making the walk. Static. Salute to you. Big up on yourself. Thank you very much for pulling up and joining us this evening. Okay, I'm gonna get over onto the next one. I'm gonna jump onto the next one. Let's get it. We got Casey O'Neill versus Luana Santos. Casey O'Neill coming in with a record of 8-1. I mean 8-9-2, and Luana Santos coming in with a record of 8-1. Luana Santos with a record of Luana Santos 24, Casey O'Neill 26. Luana Santos fighting out of Brazil, and we got Casey O'Neill fighting out of Scotland, Rose's hometown. McDane's hometown, Cage Scribe's hometown. Yeah, we got a few Scottish bodies around here, man. You know what I mean? And this one here is very, very tight with the odds. And we got Luana Santos, the favorites, at 8-11. Casey O'Neill as an underdog, live dog. She's coming with the odds of 11-10. So I like the odds here. Casey O'Neill definitely has more reach in this fight. And on top of that, when you look at Casey O'Neill, obviously she's coming off a 2-fight skid, one against Ariana Lipski and the other one against Jennifer Maya. I mean, Jennifer Myers one was near enough a year and a half ago. Ariana Lipski, dangerous fighter. No shame in losing to somebody like a Lipski. But then we got Luana Santos coming with a nice, near perfect record with a win over Maria Agapova and Stephanie Egger. But having said all of that, does Casey O'Neill have a chance? Does she have a chance at getting a win over Luana Santos? I would say so. And for that reason, I'm gonna go with Casey O'Neill here. I think she probably gets split decision. Maybe maybe a split decision. I don't see it like a dominating 30-27 where she wins all the rounds. Maybe a 29-28. Something along those lines is what I'm seeing in this fight. So gonna go with Casey O'Neill there. And the next fight on the docket for me is gonna be Josh Culibao. Josh Culibao versus Ricardo Ramos. This fight is going to be taking place in the featherweight division, and we got Josh Culibao with a record of 11-3, 1 no contest, and Ricardo Ramos 16-6. Ramos fighting out of Brazil, and we got Josh Culibao fighting out of Australia, Dingoland out there, and we know Josh Culibao is the favorite here at 5-8. Ricardo Ramos coming in with the underdog at 13-10. Again, another one that's coming off a 2-fight skid that I'm really going to be going for, just like I did with Casey O'Neill. I think when you look at the reach, obviously Josh Culibao with more reach there against Ricardo Ramos. But Ramos hasn't been able to put these wins together as well. He's lost to Zubaira Taguhov. Got a win on Danny Chavez. A loss against Charles Jourdain. No shame losing to Charles Jourdain, and a Julian Rosa submission. But obviously, like I said, Culibao obviously losing. You see that one against Leron Murphy. I'm not sure. That's another one that I'm kind of petty about. I'm not sure if he really lost that fight against if Leron Murphy actually won that fight, man. I don't know. I definitely have to check it out again, man. You know what I mean? I have to look at it again. But yeah, it's not one that, you know what I mean, that ramp with like that, man. So yeah. But all in all, I'm gonna go with Josh Culibao for my pick on that one, and then we get on to the next fight on the docket. Big up everybody that's in the house right now. Salute to all of you. Osterberry says, yeah, switch back, won't take it no more. Yeah, man. Look at this. Look at the wrench. Good to hear, my guy. Who you got in the main? Yeah, people be going back on promises, Rosie, man. Don't ever believe promises, man. You know what I mean? Promises. Making the World says I got Izzy. I think it fights better when it's personal. And it got real personal with those tears. Oh, yeah, you're remembering the Douglas. You're going back to Douglas era, man. You know what I mean? Like, I came out with it. Yo, when she get personal, man, like I said, I don't know what that situation there is gonna do for Izzy. And I'm just talking about it now, but I really want to touch on it when I get to the main event, which we are on the way to right now. So let's motor on. On to the next one. We got Justin Tafa. Hold on. Bear with me. Yeah, right there. Okay. So we got Justin Tafa, or Junior Tafa, shall I say? Not Justin Tafa. I don't know why I said Justin Tafa. Justin Tafa, but I don't know. I think he's the better fighter out of the two brothers. Or Or am I wrong? Let me know who you lot think is the better fighter out of the two brothers, Justin or Junior. Let us know in the chat. Put in the chat. Let us know if you think Justin's better or if you think Junior's better. I like Justin better, but you guys might like Junior better. Anyways, Junior Tafa fighting Valter Walker here, and Valter Walker's coming in with a record of 11-1. Justin Tafa Junior Tafa coming in with a record of 5, and still calling it Junior Justin Tafa. And very identical in age, 27 and 26. Junior Tafa fighting out of Dingoland in Australia, and they got Valter Walker fighting out of Brazil. And this fight, according to the odds, makes Junior Tafa the favorite at 8-11, and Valter Walker at 11-10. Look, I like the Tafa brothers a lot, you know what I mean? So, like I said, put in the chat, let me know which one of the two guys that you guys think is better. I think, like I said, I think Justin's better anyways. Okay. No way, Osterberries. This is what we're saying about promises. What, you got rid of Belal already from your profile pic, bro? Bloody hell, man. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Yeah, unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable, Jeff. I'm telling you. I don't know how you didn't change it back the day after. Well, he said 6 months. I'm holding him for the bro. 6 months, man. 6 months. That's what I heard. You know what I mean? That was the deal we had. You know. Yeah. People are saying Justin is better. Anthony said Justin is better there, making a walk. Kick him in the head, say Junior is slightly better, but they're both meaty fighters. Yeah. Thumbs up if you're ready to come back on Keith. Let me know, yeah. Okay, there's no thumbs up from Keith, so I can't see anything there. Okay, let me just get through this chat real quick. Osterberry's declared his love for Belal. Belal is your champion, bro. You know what I mean? You know what? You might need a mug that'll show that as well. You know, and I think it shouldn't just be your Twitter profile picture, but it should also be your YouTube profile pic, but you know what I mean? Your YouTube profile pic, your Insta profile pic, all of your socials, man. You know what I mean? All of your socials should get it, man. Nah, I'm just fucking with your Osterberries, man. You know what I mean? Man says he can't do 6 months. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime, my brother. My brother will say, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime, my youth. Eh? Yo, seriously though. No. You ain't gotta do that, man. That was just something we said for a laugh, innit? You know what I mean? That's just something we said for a laugh. Do you think either of the Tafas will hit the rankings? I don't know if they're really good enough to get in the top 15 of the heavyweight, but then the heavyweight is pretty shallow though, man. Like the heavyweight division is you know what I mean? They know there's, and what Jones is really doing to that division is not making me feel the heavyweight division like that at the moment, you know what I mean? So we'll see. Osterberry. Yeah, man. I've heard that a few times, bro. You're not the first person to say that to me. You know what I mean? I've heard that before. I've heard that before, bro. I've heard that before. But moving along nicely. Did I pick? Yeah, I already picked Junior Tafa. Okay, so I'm gonna get on to the next fight. Junior Tafa is my pick there. Let's get this off. Okay, people. Salute to everybody that's hanging with me tonight. Big up to all of yous. Salute. Let's get it going. Let's go on to the next fight. Okay, this fight's off. So I don't even have to, thank God, I don't have to pronounce this tongue-twisting name. Li Jingliang. Bro, this thing used to mash me up, but I ain't got to deal with it. This fight is off. according to my source, Osterberries. Salute for that one, Osterberries. You know what I mean? Man said that fight's off. And we'll move on to the next one here with Tuivasa versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Biggie Boy is coming in with a record of 14-5, and we got Tuivasa coming in with a record of 14-7. I mean, this brother had a really, really nice record, like a 14-2, 14-3, and then he just went on a mad skid. But he's fighting out Dingoland in Australia. Everybody knows where Dingoland is by now. If you don't know, I don't know what rock you're living on in Dingoland, but the Jack should find you, man, and put some whooping on you. You know what I mean? And Jairzinho fighting out Suriname over there in the South Americas. Big reach by Jairzinho here at 198, and Tuivasa with a 191 centimeter reach, both the same heights. And Jairzinho obviously has had more experience at the top level, or championship level, if you like. We see what happened with him and Francis. It didn't last very long at all. But he's been trying to put a run together. He beat Chris Dakal, and obviously his last win was against Shamil Gaziv. But he lost that fight against Almeida. But Almeida was ragdolling everybody anyways. You know what I mean? And we've seen Tuivasa coming with a loss against Machin Tybura, against Volkov, lost against Pavlovich, Cyril Gan. I mean, his last loss was against Derek Lewis, which was 2.5 years ago. That's the last time this brother won a fight, 2.5 years ago, man. So I don't know if the home pressure is so bad on him that he might pull out a win here. It's the only thing I don't see. You can't have that many losses. And we got two submissions and 2 KOs in his last 4 losses. And Biggie Boy can knock people out. You know what I mean? Like that's just what he does. He knocks people the hell out. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think because it's happening on home soil, Tuivasa might want to show some pride and put in crazy effort. I just don't know. And I think Biggie Boy is very, very technical as well. Very, very good kickboxer. So I think he gets it done. I think Biggie Boy gets it done. I'm going to go with Biggie Boy on this one. Let's come to the chat real quick and see what you man are saying in the chat. I don't want to move to the next topic without knowing what you man are talking about in the chat right there. Big up Trav 504. Big up yourself. Thank you very much for pulling up. Salute to you, my brother. And we got Osterberries still denying his love for Belal over here. He says, Rosie's handle. What's Rosie's handle saying? Yeah, I missed it. I definitely missed it, man. You know what I mean? You might want to put me on game. Let me see what the hell's going on here. Oh, okay. Osterberries for Belal. Oh, is that how you love moving? That's a good handle. I like that handle. Keep that handle right there, man. You know what I mean? Because Osterberries couldn't be bothered to keep it for 6 months. Yeah, Yao says Bam Bam caught Lewis and catapulted, but I don't see any hungry fighters in the top 15. They're all looking at title ambitions. And this is the thing. Like, the heavyweight division is a bit stinky right now, man. I'm not feeling the heavyweight division. Are you ready, Yao? Do you think is your server back? Do you know? Should we try? Let's give it a go. We got two fights left to talk about. So we give it a shout. Let's see what's going. All right. Yao's back here.
Okay, let's hope it goes.
Yeah, so you were saying about Bam Bam Tuivasa versus Rozenstruik. I've already picked Rozenstruik, but I don't know if you want to give us a little something about about that bout from your perspective.
I'm going Rozenstruik, and everything you said is 100%. The way Bam Bam got into the top 15, it's almost like you said with Poatan, with Pereira, where he got fast tracked. But now, see, that's the thing. Even with fast tracking, it's not a guarantee. That's why, as much as yes, he was fast tracked to Izzy, Erceg was almost basically fast tracked as well. He was number 10 fighting for the title. If he
Mhm.
had won that fight, boom, he's suddenly the champion coming from number 10. So fast tracking isn't unusual. It's not something that they don't normally do. And with Bam Bam, he was catapulted. Maybe if he had gone through, well, now he's gone through all the top fighters and they've all beat the hell out of him. So, he's now got the experience of literally fighting at the top. Maybe this is when he'll stop losing, but I don't think so. I think Rozenstruik will have a little bit too much technicalities for him. I don't agree with making the walk. I think the technical side is what's actually going to help him win the fight.
Yeah, like I said, is a decent technical fighter, man. Biggie boy, you know what I mean? And I think his mistake, especially with Francis. I think if he played the kickboxing game with Francis and he didn't, you know what? Actually, I'm thinking back at that fight now, and I think there was a strike, a leg kick that he made that made Francis switch because it was tapping away, and I think he made this calf kick, and that thing just you could see in Francis's face, his face just switched, and then like, bro, are you serious? And he just came out in boom, 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 boom. He was out of there. You know what I mean? It was almost like, you know what? I can't be bothered with you. I can't be asked with you being in this cage with you right now, man, doing all that bullshit. Now I'm just gonna knock you the fuck out. And that's exactly what he did. So that's what happened there. But yeah, Biggie Boy I think, is very, very technical. And I think if he picks his shot right, he can even outpoint Tai Tuivasa. If he could, if he wanted to, that's that's one way to win that fight. That I still think. I think Biggie Boy has more tools in the box to win that fight than Tai Tuivasa, and that's just from my perspective. You know what I mean? People, let us know what you think in the chat. Okay, let's get onto the next one. Oh, I see my boy Lee Gotta. He's doing some crazy shit out there, man. He's trolling United fans, bro. Lee, big up yourself, brother. Oh, fucking hell, he's on United fans. Mateusz Gamrot versus Dan Hooker. Dan the Hangman Hooker. He's fighting out of Australia, the Dingoland. Oh, no, not Australia. Them flags,
New
they be
Zealand.
tricking. Them track them, bro. The flags are tricky, bro. Them flags, they just trick the hell out of me. But yeah, he's fighting out New Zealand and Gamrot fighting out Poland. Gamrot, the favorite at 2-7. Dan Hooker, the underdog at 11-4. His record at 23-12. Gamrot 24-2. Just look at the vast there's 10 more losses between these two men at the same age. Coming into this fight, Dan the Hangman Hooker, we know he's got the reach over most of these fighters in the lightweight division. He's definitely got the reach on these guys. I'm looking at this fight and I'm just looking at Dan's activity. His activity is killing me, bro. Like it's not even allowing me to really, you know what I mean? He's had injuries. The last time he had a fight was nearly 2 years, and his last win was no, actually, yeah, the last time he had the fight was over a year ago.
Yeah.
Which for Dan Hooker, it's not crazy, but then it's crazy because, bro, the injuries with him, I don't know, man. I don't know, and I don't even know if he won that fight against Jalen Turner. Anyways, you know what I mean? I don't know. It was that close. I don't know if he won that fight against Jalen Turner, but what do you think? What do you think he's gonna look like with Gamrot? How do you see it?
Look,
And I'm going with Gamrot, by
if
the way.
oh yeah, definitely with Gamrot. Uh, Now, unfortunately for Dan Hooker, with me, I have never rated Dan Hooker. I know he is the hangman, but in this one, I think he's going to get hanged simply because since, and I said this on Dust Up Shakedown, since the Dustin Poirier fight, he hasn't been the same. That
Mm,
fight was one of those I wouldn't call it career ending, but career changing fights where you're almost like Tony Ferguson, where there's that just that one fight that just changes you. And he's been through that fight. And yes, he's won a few. Yes, he came out victorious against Jalen Turner, sure. But I think going up against someone like Mateusz Gamrot, with his record and as active as he's been and who he's been fighting recently, I think very dangerous fight for Hooker. But at the end of the day, he is the hangman. He can pull something out. He is resilient. He doesn't go down very easy. So anything could happen. But I think I'm definitely going Mateusz Gamrot in this one.
Yeah, man. I
I mean,
gotta
he
go. I
beat
got.
Dos Anjos, he beat Fazeev, there's Turner. He lost to Dariush, but he's beaten Sarukian. I mean, if you look at the list of who he's defeated, he is
He's
definitely a
no.
very, very high
He's
level
he is
fighter.
up there, man. He is up there. He's a fighter that I rate a lot. I mean, getting a win over RDA ain't no joke. Thing. RDA don't show a lot of this lightweight
Yeah.
how he's done. You know what I mean? Like it's not a joke thing to get a win over RDA, man. So I definitely respect that. And yeah, I will be going with Gamrot as well. And I know Leroy is dying. To roll with Dan Hooker there, you know what I mean? But yeah, but not gonna be going with Dan Hooker tonight, man. I do love the Hangman though, but definitely not tonight against Gamrot because I want to win. Okay, yeah, the people are talking about Dan Hooker's tattoos, man. Like, you see him at the press conference today, bro? Like, bro, I don't know
Looking
what's going on with
different.
Dan, man. Like, what's going on with
I
Dan?
told you that fight changed him, bro. That fight changed him.
Oh my days. Okay, let's go on to
Uh,
the next one. The co-main event of the evening: Kai Kara France versus Steve Erceg. Kai Kara France coming in with a record of 24 and 11, and Steve Erceg coming in with a record of 12 and 2. These two very identical in age, 31 and 29 respectively. And Kai Kara France fighting out of New Zealand. Steve Erceg fighting out of Australia. And when you look at these two guys, reach very, very identical. Maybe in height, we got Steve Erceg. It's not even a maybe, it's a definite. 173 to 60 to 163. It's not even a, you know what I mean? It's not a maybe, it's a definite, bro. You know what I mean? He's definitely
mhm.
taller than him. I like Steve Erceg, right? And I like the fact that at least he got to see Pantoja. Yeah, it didn't work out for him. I know it wasn't going to work out for him. I picked against him when that fight happened. I went for Pantoja. I always been riding Pantoja for a minute, man. I know what his skill set is about. But Kai Kara France is another fighter out of CKB. I like him a lot. I'm actually going to stick with Kai Kara France here, and I think Erceg will probably get it done. But I'm gonna stick with Kai Kara France here, man. I think Kai Kara France, he needs that win. He needs to put that championship run together that he keeps talking about, but we don't really ever get around to seeing it. But he needs to put it together, and what better way to do it than to beat the person that's just fought for the title. His last fight was literally against Pantoja, so if he's just for the title, and if he beats him, I believe he'll be in that conversation. And I think that's what this fight is all about. I don't know how you see it, Yao.
So I hadn't noticed this, and this was sort of what my view of the fight was. But having looked at the tail of the tape, it speaks to what I think is going to happen. Now, Erceg is taller, but with a lower reach. I mean, the reach is the same, but Erceg is taller, which means that in close combat, Erceg is probably going to have a very mild advantage of that extra 10 centimeters, where Kyle France, yes, he's got the additional, he's a bit shorter, but because he's shorter, Erceg should be able to have more power. That's what I'm thinking. So I think the crispness of Erceg's punches is what's going to allow him to take this fight. I think Kara France will be good, but Erceg is just, and it's something about the 173 to 174, that almost perfect ratio there between height and reach that just makes his punches so crisp and precise when I watch Steve Erceg. So I'm going Steve Erceg all the way.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Kaikara France. I think he gets it done so he can really get after that title run that he's been, that's been eluding him. He tried to get against Moreno. He ate that liver kick. That liver kick, I still remember it till today. That if that brother could run away or got the canvas to open up and swallow him, he would have done that. But yeah, I like Kakara France, and I think he's still got one last hurrah, one last run in him to get to the title. And Erceg is definitely a when we're talking about fast track, another quick fast track back to the title, bro. So that's how I'm looking at that one. Now,
Yeah.
let's get to the main event of the evening.
Now the big one.
The big one is here.
My network is
Let me
gone
just get
again.
let me just get this comment off the screen. Big up everybody that stayed with us up until now. Salute to every single one of you. Big love. Thank you so much, bro. So we got Dricus du Plessis versus Izzy Adesanya. This is happening in the middleweight division for the middleweight title. These two are now our pick'ems. They said it right at the press conference earlier on. There's no underdog. There's no favorite. Dricus coming in with a record of 12, 21, and 2. Izzy coming in with a record of 24 and 3. Izzy fighting out of my homeland in Nigeria, and Dricus fighting out of South Africa, which is where Yao lives right now. Okay, Yao. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Let's hear it.
So, Ola, I should have the South African flag in the back. Shout out South Africa. My bad. It's going to be up next week, I promise. But I'm so excited for this fight. I've been saying this the whole week. This is literally, I think, the fourth stream I'm doing this week. That is how excited I am about this fight. I just want to keep talking about it and talking about it until it happens, which is happening this coming Sunday. I'm so excited. Like
Are
you said,
you about for the watch along? Are you around for the watch along, bro?
bruv. So I was gonna hopefully surprise you, but the plan is to do my watch along at Team CIT with CIT, and then that
Whoa,
would be
yo,
my
yo.
stream.
No,
That's the plan.
that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. If you can pull that off,
Yeah,
get that, bro. If you can pull that off, get that, man. Get that. I like that, bro. I like that.
that's how excited I am about it. I am gonna go and watch with
You know
Team
why?
CIT.
Because I want to see the disappointment in all of you faces when Izzy gets that win. So please get that. I want to see it, man. I will pay to see that. You know what I mean? So please continue. Now this thing just got
You know,
excited. I just got a little bit excited now, man. But please continue.
you know, you're gonna you're going to be very shocked and surprised as to how well your stream will do, because you'll be the one person who will have the one stream from Team CIT when Dricus retains the UFC middleweight title, and still, Ola, and still. That's all I can say. But this fight, look at the stats. If you look at the stats of these two guys, as much as Israel's been in the UFC a lot longer, 21 and 2 versus 24 and 3, very similar stats. They fought very similar fighters. Some of the fighters they fought have been the same in the form of Derek Brunson, Robert Whittaker, the Reaper. So we've got a good benchmark to see how the fight will possibly go based on
Yeah.
the fact that we've seen who they fought and we know how they fight. Now, if we look at the press conference today, 2-0 for Dricus in title fights and making his opponents cry. Now, I know you're gonna say what you want to say, and I, my heart goes out to Izzy because I understand family. I understand. Only thing that'll make me cry is family, right? So I get it. The emotions were there and everything, but if you're Dricus, it's like, yo, listen, I got here with Strickland, I got here with you, and I know what happens when I get here with my opponent. But the one thing about Dricus that I'm finding very interesting is how he trolls. It's it's semi low key, and
He's
it
very
reminds me
calm
of
trolling, bro. He's very much in control of it. Very
it's
much in
private
control.
school trolling, bro. That is private in SA. If you go to private school, that is how you get trolled. That's how you get bullied. And Dricus is doing it perfect. He just sits there relaxed, says one or two lines, and makes you get frustrated with yourself.
Yeah.
Absolute savage on the mic. Absolute savage. So I'm really enjoying him. The way he trolls, the way he engages his opponents at press conferences. Nothing, everything rolls off his back. Like you would think that he was literally trained to do this to make sure he can get into their heads the way he does. Because I didn't expect him to bring Izzy to that point. Izzy's been calm and commensurate the entire time. He's been speaking like you wouldn't think that there would be that much emotion welled up in Izzy for this fight. But to see that, for me, I'm happy because it's going to be a great fight. But yeah, I think first round DDP, first of six. Let's go.
Yeah. Did you? Oh, whoa. Did you say first round DDP? You
There we go.
disrespectful
First round, first of
motherfucker.
six.
Come out of here. Come out of here, bro. Come out of here, man. I don't want to talk to you, though. My man just said first round DDP. What kind of nonsense is this? This is what I'm trying to say. Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot, bro. First round DDP. Seriously?
Look,
He didn't even fucking,
look.
bro. It took DDP 5 rounds to beat Strickland. Strickland didn't knock out Izzy. And now you say first round DDP. Come on.
It
Now
took
this
Izzy
is
5
the
rounds to
disrespect.
lose to
Now
Strickland.
this is the disrespect that we're talking about now. Yeah? This is
Look,
what I'm trying to say.
look.
The disrespect is mad, bro. The disrespect is wild, bro. And I love Dricus. Now you're gonna make me get out of character for Dricus, bro. You know what I mean? You know I love Dricus, man. You know, don't do this to me. You know what I mean? Coming in here talking about first round fucking knockout easy. Like what kind of thing is this? Are you serious? You're serious, ain't
Look,
you? You weren't serious, weren't you? No. You were serious, weren't you? And I want to know if you're serious first before you say something else. You were serious,
no.
weren't you?
I didn't mean a KO. No. Anything's possible. I don't know if that would happen, but that was not my pick. That was not my pick.
Bro. No, you had me there, but you had me there, bro. I can't fucking lie, man. I'm like, no way.
No, look, I don't see that happening. Look, if that happens, I don't know which shocking loss I would be able to compare that to. If either of them,
Bro,
if
that's gonna
Izzy
be
wins in the first round, I wouldn't be surprised. But if Dricus wins in the first round by knockout,
that's
I'd be
gonna be
surprised.
yeah, everybody will be. Everybody should be, I know. And look, we know this is MMA and nothing is impossible. That could literally happen. It's very possible. Because Strickland buckled Izzy in the first round. Let's not forget, you know what I mean? He buckled him, right? And like Dricus said, if that was him,
Dricus's first round isn't his best.
And Dricus said if Izzy got buckled like that, if he's fighting him, Izzy was not getting out of that situation. The fight would be done. It would make sure the fight was
true.
So there's you know that situation can happen. But the other thing as well that I wanted to bring up in terms of Dricus is trolling and how he got Izzy emotional, because there's a lot of context that got left out, and I've been seeing it online because obviously I watch the presser myself. What people are talking about, and everybody that's titling it. And why should you tell the truth if the lies is more entertaining, or if the truth that wasn't revealed is more entertaining? Why tell the truth? But what people didn't understand or didn't see or are not saying is Izzy's mom, his dad, and his brother was sat in the front row while him and Dricus was having that conversation. And because his parents were there, because he said something in our dialect, his parents were there when that conversation was happening, is what really got him like mad emotional. You know what I mean? It's what really tipped him over the edge to the point. I truly believe if his parents weren't there, it would have just been business as usual. They talk shit, they'll talk back, and then they go about the business. But because this is what I believe. I don't know this to be true, but I'm seeing a lot of media outlets just say Dricus made him cry. No context to it. But when they're talking about his upbringing and his parents were sat right there, in his mind, is almost like you're trying to call my life a lie. And if you don't know my story, like don't speak on it. This is what me and my dad used to try and do, or what we used to get up early hours of the morning to go do while my mom was still studying. So when she then got that qualification is when they they now got well off. But before then, when she was studying for the qualification, they had to do crazy odd shit like everybody else had to. You live in Africa, you see what it's like. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
in a way, I kind of get where it was coming from. And because both of them were sat there, I think that's what really tipped him over the edge to where he got emotional. I'm not making excuses for it. I'm just saying, I think that's one bit that people left out and they're not talking about. But I'll talk about it because it's my boy. It's not everybody's
Look,
responsibility
that's fair
to
enough.
really
I watched
to put
I
that out there.
watched the whole I watched the whole presser, well, not the whole presser. I watched the whole engagement interaction. Yes, I agree with you all that with all that. But he did say I can whoop your ass and cry at the same time. So
Yeah, yeah.
I hear you and I understand, and that all makes sense. But at the end of the day, location, and you must know the situation, read the room. Unfortunately, you're sat across from someone whose ass you're supposed to beat tomorrow in 2 days. It's not the right time to be doing that, unfortunately, because it does get into your head. It is one of those things where now, because you've expressed the emotion, it then pulls you into the fight emotionally, which it shouldn't. So I hear you on all that, but one way or the other, it shows, and this is what it's really about. It shows then that you're not in control. That's the thing. So I hear you that he was triggered by his parents, but it shows the lack of control going into this huge fight. You need to be in control of yourself and your emotions, which is what he did not show. And whether or not it was due to whatever it was due to, it was not showing emotions at a time where he should be because he's fighting in 2 days. For me, that's really what it was. Why it was not the right place for that is because of that, because it shows that mentally he is in an emotional space because of all the trolling that you mentioned. People saying you're washed up, you should be retiring. He's only lost twice. Even if you look at the Blauvitz fights, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
He's
it
literally
went
only
up.
lost
It
twice,
went up. It went up. Yeah.
and
Yeah, you're
he's
right.
gone up. So that's the thing is, are you in control of your emotion? And if you're not, if something goes wrong in the fight, even remotely, then you're out because you're not in control of yourself emotionally for this fight.
100%. Look, and the credit now that I'm gonna give to Dricus in this whole trolling situation, right? And I want to give DDP a bit of credit here. This is the second time that DDP would have Izzy fumble when they've been face to face together. The first time was when Izzy walked inside the octagon and talked all that nonsense, but you never hear Izzy fumble his words. Izzy was blabbing. Like the things weren't really coming, weren't hitting like it's supposed to hit. And we know when Izzy gets on the mic, it's near enough flawless in how he delivers. And he was stumbling. He came out, said he ended up. Some people said he was drunk. Some people said it was whatever happened. He fumbled right there in front of DDP. So that's number one. Because if you know Izzy well, you know you don't fluff on his you don't fluff around on his words, right? And then this time, this is another case of you're wide off the mark again in a press conference where really and truly you're the one that put the whooping on other people, and now this brother got you crying in a situation where he's saying, "Listen, I just heard about it on the internet, and really and truly, bro, I don't care about your story." You know what I mean? Like, bro, I do not care about
That's all
your
he said.
story, bro. You know what
That's
I
all
mean?
he said.
And that really got on. And that look, this could go one or two ways. It could either help Izzy or it could hurt him bad. But we're gonna find out Sunday, early hours of Sunday morning. We're gonna find out. I'm here for it,
Mm,
and for us
mm.
to come and witness this fight, make sure please come and join us on the Fight Week show, the main card watch along. We're gonna be here. Come show some love. And yeah, I got Adrian Sanchez. Adrian Sanchez said he was going to be linking us up for that one. And Sunday morning, we got Luke Marcus. I saw your thing on Instagram earlier on that you posted with Luke. I know you had a conversation with him, and I checked it out. Fantastic work, y'all. You keep doing the damn thing on the Head Kick podcast. Kick him in the head. You keep doing the work on that. Keep doing what you're doing. Go show some love on Kick him in the head. Go show some love on making the walk as well, man. Go show Anton some love, man. You know what I mean? He's been supporting the channel, and big love to him. Osterberries, Wolfie, salute to you. I was on your channel yesterday. Thank you very much for having me. Rosie, big up yourself. Thank you very much for the support. Osterberries, we know you love Belal. You need to go and put his poster on all your socials, bro. You know what I mean? 6 months you said he was going to do, and this man said he couldn't be bothered to do none of it. You know what I mean? So, people, thank you so much. I had a lot of difficulties today, but all in all, I'm here to deliver the content. I'm dinosaur, so please just bear with me. You know what I mean? I get into trouble when I can't really put these things on the screen like they're supposed to, man. But Leroy helped me with that, and then big up to Leroy for that work that he did in the background earlier on. Shout out to the Rambling Dad. Make sure you're subscribing to the Rambling Dad. Make sure you go and show some love over there as well. And up until tomorrow, or shall I say the next video, hasta la vista, people. We're out. Salute. Big love.
The Fight Week Show.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week Show. Please subscribe.